Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. Got a video from Modern Dating here. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that. Ciao. Ciao, ciao.
I can remember when I told my ex-husband I wanted a divorce. It was December 2019. I go walking in and I tell him, I really want to talk about our marriage. I'm not happy. This man was wearing his headphones because he was playing with a friend and they talked to each other. He didn't even take his headphones off. He just pulled it off his right ear. This is almost 4 years ago now. I can still remember he pulled it off his right ear and he didn't pause the game or stop playing. He continued to play.
Most of the time when you're playing games with your friends and buddies online, there's no pausing, by the way.
Video game.
4 years have passed, but she still remembers the day she told her ex-husband that she wanted a divorce. His reaction got her mad to the point that she still talks about it.
Yep.
He was playing his video game when she communicated her decision, so he lifted one side of his headphones to listen to what she had to say. And when she finished, he said okay, and continued playing his video game. This is what she can't forget. She was disappointed as she expected him to fight for their relationship.
You want a kid now, you want a house now, you want a marriage now, you want everything right now. When do you look at what I want? Never have you asked what I want. Not once.
Here.
No, not once have you asked what I want. This whole fucking relationship. It's always once you want what April wants when she wants it.
Sorry.
No, it's literally.
Yeah, don't touch me after all of this. You're only feeling sorry because I'm bringing it up and putting it in your face.
I've tried to explain this to you before. I keep a lot of shit in.
I don't want you to keep anything in with me.
Well, I can't talk to you about it because you get mad at me and then it starts another argument.
Useless.
Every fucking time.
That hurts for you to feel like that because I do not want you to ever feel like that because you are so important to me.
Stop lying. See, this is the whole bullshit that women spout after they get caught. Because if you actually truly cared about these things, you would have done these things. You wouldn't have said these things. You wouldn't have gotten upset every time he talks about his feelings or what's going on.
And I'm sorry.
Why?
And I'm sorry. But we do compromise on certain things.
We don't compromise. There's never been a compromise. It's always what how many times have I repeated this? It's always what April wants when she wants it. Should I just stay with you because you're crying and I feel bad, or should I look out for what I really want in life?
My man. I'm glad you mentioned that, and the latter, please.
This was the best part of this video. He was able to switch off his emotional side to better express his feelings, and he knew it was the only way to get it out. Only a few guys can do that.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? Understand what I've been trying to explain to you this whole damn time?
She said, "I'm sorry you feel that way. Not sorry for treating you that way."
Yeah.
A relationship is only in danger when a woman's happiness is at risk. A man's happiness doesn't matter.
Nope.
This is a man who has sat on top of his feelings trying to make his lady happy, and she just keeps running over him, repeatedly. Bro is explaining how he feels and she cries, because it's all about her, even in this situation. Those defensive tears. This scene represents the reality of many. They found themselves in a relationship where their partners are only concerned about their own needs. They usually make the whole relationship about themselves, ignoring the fact that he also has needs and wants. Things will get better for them from the moment they realize that a relationship is not just for themselves. The other person is also part of it, so he also needs to be considered.
Should I just stay with you because you're crying and I feel bad, or should I look out for what I really want in life?
I want you guys to pay attention to his ability to stay logical and talk about the issues they are having, without letting her emotional state affect the direction of the conversation. This is a good skill, and I know most of us struggle with this, and
just to keep talking through while she's crying, because what they want you to do is stop. That's the whole crying method.
This is why many issues end up being unresolved. Other guys would have changed the direction of the conversation as soon as she started crying. They would also get emotional and would either change the subject or stop talking about it.
Exactly.
And this is not good, as the issues will continue. The funny part is that many know the power of those tears, and they use it as a strategy to avoid certain subjects or to remove themselves from the center of the conversation.
I can remember when I told my ex-husband I wanted a divorce. It was December 2019. I remember very clearly having.
Like, these people are so good with dates. I don't even remember the years that, like, I got divorced, the year I got married. I don't even remember these particular dates. I'm just horrible with dates. I don't even remember what year this happened. I just remember, like, being 10 plus years ago or so.
Yet another talk with him about how unhappy I was. But this particular conversation, he was in his man cave room playing video games, which was like his favorite activity. And I go walking in and I tell him, like, I really want to talk about our marriage. Like, I'm not happy. It feels like we're roommates at this point and I don't really have a partner, blah, blah, blah. This man was wearing his headphones because he was playing with a friend and they like talked to each other. He didn't even take his headphones off. He just pulled it off his right ear. This is almost 4 years ago now. I can still remember he pulled it off his right ear.
He's still raging over it.
And he didn't pause the game or stop playing. He continued to play a video game.
One thing we know for sure is that she wouldn't be making this video if he begged or cried for another opportunity. She wanted him to fight for a relationship she had already decided to put an end to.
While his wife was standing in front of him, telling him how unhappy she was in the marriage. And I remember when he said to me something about like marriage being forever and whatever, and I said to him, well, maybe some marriages aren't meant to last. And he got so mad at me for saying that, but he didn't stop playing video games to have the conversation with me.
4 years later, she's still unhappy, and he's playing video games in peace with a new quiet girlfriend that gives him space.
I'm sure.
He's probably playing his video games in peace now. I doubt he's still talking about it. A man respects the vow of marriage and will stay with you even if they are unhappy. I'm glad you stood up for you and chose your own peace and happiness. While she is still thinking and making videos about his unwillingness to fight for their relationship, he probably moved on and is happy with his new girlfriend. This is what she should consider. The only reason she is still upset after 4 years is that his reaction indicates that he also checked out of that relationship a while ago, but she didn't know it. We know how it goes. Usually, even when they are ready to file for divorce, they still want the guy to fight for their relationship. She wanted an ego boost, and since he wasn't willing to provide it, she got mad. He took away her opportunity to reject him, which is why she still talks about it. Based on his reaction, it seems like he also wasn't happy in that relationship, and this is something she should have paid attention to. While she was thinking that she was the only person who wasn't getting what she deserved from their relationship, he was on the other side going through the same thing. Sometimes people are too focused on themselves, and they forget their partner also has feelings.
I absolutely went into marriage knowing I was going to become a divorcee. There was no question in my mind. I knew at some point we would get divorced.
And then these people is why the statistics are what they are.
The only question mark was when. I thought, when I'm 40, maybe I'd get that title. Maybe then I'd earned it, 10 years down the track. Because I think 10 years in a marriage, that's a pretty good innings in this day and age. That's like a good run. Turns out it was just a 3.
Just look how they think about marriage. It's just some temporary relationship. It's just a relationship. It's not forever to them.
In the end, that's what we kind of reached our limit with. But, still got the title in the end. And obviously, I don't want to get married ever again. However, double divorcee is a term that I'm living for. Like, that is cunt, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I'm a double divorcee. Bitch, what? That's Slayana. Almost would be worth getting married again for.
And then they wonder why men are just avoiding women and not getting married.
But as I said, I'm not going to get married again unless it's someone with terrible health, no living other relatives, and a lot of money. In which case, inquire within.
Why would you get married in the first place knowing you would get a divorce?
There's a reason. It's because they want the resources of whatever man they're going to screw over.
Divorced comedian who isn't funny. He came out on top. It seems like some people think that relationship is like a game where we move from level to level, and they see divorce as one of the levels. She clearly said that before she got married, she already knew that she would get a divorce. So, what is the point of getting married when you already know that you are not in it for a long time? Just stay single if a single life is what you want. That is the best way to go about it instead of getting another person involved. Imagine the guy she married. He probably thought he was about to marry someone who was also on the same page. Someone who was marrying him because she liked him and wanted to share her life with him for a long time, not realizing that she was getting in knowing that she will get out at some point. This is not the mindset of a person who would do everything she can to make the relationship work. This is another reason people need therapy. Her take on marriage isn't what it should be. A lot of people need support, but still don't know it. Her video proves that it's important to understand our partner's mindset. I bet he wouldn't have placed himself in that situation if he knew what her plans were. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if he did everything he could to make her stay, not realizing that she wasn't interested in the first place. Her mind
I think that's a lot of men, right? When things end, we still try to make it work, but it wouldn't have worked in the first place.
was already made, so there was nothing he could have done. But at the end of the day, he was the one who won in this situation.
That he did.
Woman logic is that although I don't want to date him, I want him to want to date me. Like, even if I don't like him that much, I want him to be like downright, absolutely, tremendously down bad over me. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna need him to want to get on one knee, and I wouldn't say yes, but I'm gonna need him to do that.
See, they just want like dogs, like servants and dog servants, pretty much.
This is so psychotic, but
Yeah,
I
it
want them
is.
obsessed. I want his validation, but not him. I don't like him. I like his attention. Same. And the minute I found out he was seeing someone else, I was so...
They admit it in these comment sections, but every time we confront them with this, when they wear scantily clad clothes, oh, it's for me, not for attention.
jealous. And then once he's too obsessed, it becomes an ick, and the cycle continues.
They admit it.
Girl, same. Except now I'm the one obsessed with a guy who doesn't even care about me for real. That's avoidant attachment style screaming. I just want everyone to think I'm hot, and then I want to spend all of my free time alone, next to my dog with no one speaking to me. Most of us know what she is talking about, and we also know this is a common thing in this generation. Modern women are addicted to free attention and validation, and having a guy willing to propose to them is their main goal.
Yep.
As she said, it doesn't mean she really wants him. It's all about getting that satisfaction, and we know most women would want to have that experience at least once. The same happens with those women complaining about not being approached. Some of them are genuinely trying to find someone and are struggling to reach that goal because we are not approaching as we used to. However, there is a good percentage of them who are complaining because they miss that level of validation.
See, our attention is currency. It's lifeblood to these people, to these women, guys. Don't just give it away so freely. Stop liking, their Instagram photos. Stop subbing to OnlyFans. Stop giving all these women so much attention. Garner your own attention to yourself so you can focus on your own things and your own goals. Then they will chase you. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And